Hi and welcome back. My name is Alma from almakane.com, and for today's video we're going to talk about 10 types of writers to make money in 2023. Ooh, these are going to be really good. All right, so if you are interested in being a freelance writer, there's lots of different types of writers that make lots of money. All right, but if you're brand new, make sure you enroll in my free email course called Get Paid to Write. There's over 20,000 writers that have been through my free course. Just go to almakane.com and it's right there in the front. You can put your email address and your name and you can start getting the first lesson. These are the tools and advice to help you gain your first client. All right, since I've been a freelance writer since 2014. Let's look at these 10 types of writers and all different types of areas that you can start making money in 2023. Now, the first one that is the most versatile, the most popular, and one that you can actually make a living just doing is blog writing. So blog writers create content for websites that provide information in a way that is more conversational and engaging. This process usually involves coming up with a topic and headline, researching the content or keywords, writing the content, and posting it online. So sometimes clients will provide you with that topic and headline, and other times they won't. You have to source the images, you have to find the keywords, you have to find what you're going to talk about in your outline kind of thing. And to tell you the truth, this isn't my preferred method for freelance writing. I like when clients give me the content brief, and I'm finding that when I'm getting paid more for my writing, those types of businesses and clients have their marketing strategy in place. And so they do provide content briefs. Now, while the freelance writing gig is high paying, like I mentioned, I have an average yearly income of around $43,000. I personally don't pitch topics monthly, and I'm just pitching when I have time right now. With blog writing clients, the knowledge of SEO comes in handy, definitely. So many businesses place blogs on their website simply to draw in more traffic from Google, since searches have grown from 4 billion to over 6 billion per day recently because of the pandemic and because people are working from home and things like that. It's a must for businesses to be online, and since business owners often don't know how to write, they will hire blog writers in 2023 and beyond to help them with that. So I just want to give you an example of what this looks like. GoDaddy hired me to write blog content for their blog. They are a blog hosting company with a blog that teaches other freelancers and other founders and marketers about online business, online marketing, and things like that. I was pitched this idea. So once you get hired, they provide the topic and you can say yes or no to it. And I said yes to this one. It's 10 of the best freelance websites to help you start your side hustle. So I wrote a short introduction. I mentioned what I'm going to be talking about in my introduction. That's always nice and handy for the reader. I have broken up my blog post with subtopics that are keyworded correctly. I use bullet lists to help people read my content better. I link to what I'm talking about. I provide images to what I'm talking about. I break up my sentences into short paragraphs so that people can read it and it's not one long paragraph without any white space in it. That's important. I offer quotes in my blog post. I offer stats in my blog post. So you can see this is what a high paying type of blog post looks like. And there's images that GoDaddy provided. I didn't provide that image. I did give them images to what I was talking about, but they used their own images anyways. They added their own little, marketing things, and that's fine. But I just provided a comprehensive post on these different types of freelance sites, mentioning what type of freelancer is great for, the Guru platform, or which one is great for, Remote OK and things like that. This is for software engineers would do better on this job board than other ones, kind of thing. And again, more stats. I have an FAQ section that they wanted. They told me they wanted that. And then I have an author bio. So this is a nice type of blog post that would look good on my portfolio. I do have a video on different portfolio sites if you're interested in how to get your writing out there. So make sure you check out that video after this one. But blog writing is my preferred method, is what I do mostly and have done mostly, although I have dabbled in other types of writing that I'll share with you. The next one is social media content writer. The average yearly income is around $44,000. Many businesses focus their digital marketing strategy on social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter, so they know to create effective social media profiles. And to this they will hire a social media content writer to craft quick and snappy content that grabs the reader's attention and compels them to click. And there are different writing tactics that work best on different platforms. So for instance, Twitter is great for short and sweet content, while Instagram works best with highly visual content. So let me show you what a social media writer would write for a brand. So over on Instagram, I follow GoDaddy. They're my client, so I follow them. They follow me actually. And you can just peruse. They do have a social media marketing department. I don't know if they hire actual social media writers or if the marketers produce this content. Either way, it's something that you can look at and learn from. It's highly visual, it's highly inspirational, but this is what, is copywritten, that is social media type of writing for Instagram. So product innovation could give your business the edge it deserves. Depending on your industry, it can take a little time or investment to invent a new version of your most popular product or service. Start ideating and get creative by following these tips from our recent blog post. So they're driving people from Instagram to their blog post this way. They also ask questions to grow their engagement. So how do you prepare your business for the holiday season? And there's people that are responding, which is nice. I haven't responded, so maybe I'll do that. With the holidays right around the corner, how are you preparing your business for the busy season? Share your tips and tricks in the comments below. They are inviting engagement on their Instagram profile. So I think that's really awesome. So I like to chit chat. If there are clients you want to work for, find their Instagram profile, engage in their content. Here's a small business month bingo. That's cute. It's game time. Are you ready for a small business month bingo? If you cover all spaces in a row, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, comment bingo below. That's pretty cool. I really like that. Like, who would think of that? The social media marketing team, that's, I think, really, really cool. And then if they have a writer, they can pair that with that. I think that's really cool. The next type of writer you can be is a copywriter. Now, the average yearly income is higher, of course. It's $54,000. And just as a preface, these are just average yearly income that I find on ZipRecruiter and things like that. It doesn't mean that that's all you can make or that's what you can make yourself. It's just the average and what's been known online. Copywriters are creative types of writers who craft content that draws readers to a brand and compels them to complete an action such as purchasing a product. Now, copywriting can be a form of blog writing, but it's also other forms that are more familiar to you, like online, like landing pages, emails, infographics, and more. Basically, copywriting is advertising that doesn't feel like advertising. It feels more conversational toward the reader with a focus on how the brand can help solve their problems. And this does well in a blog post. This type of copy is converting copy. It needs to speak to the person through storytelling and compelling copy to help them go from point A to point B. So I do have a client. It is a ghostwriting client, but they're okay with me sharing this. I do share it on my LinkedIn profile. So for example, this is the latest post. They hired me as a copywriter to write copy for their blog with the intent of driving sales to their service of website maintenance. All right, so the content is very niche down to that topic. And I try to, with a story, get their readers, which is an older generation, to connect with the content so that they understand and trust this service here. All right, and then I weave in different call to actions for their services that they have. All right, so that's sort of like what a copywriter does for a blog. I just make sure that it is really speaking to their message, their core message, and what they want. This client also gave me a brand guideline of how they write, what type of words that they use, things like that, to help me form my blog content for them. And because of that, it's higher paying than they would have hired a blog writer for that job. The next one is technical writer. So the average yearly income is quite high. It's $61,000. Tech writing and anything associated with tech will pay more. So, pet tech, education tech, beauty tech, all of that. If you compare tech with it, you can stand to make more money. Technical writers are good at explaining things in terms that are easy to understand. So for this reason, businesses will hire them to explain how their product or service works in a way that makes sense to customers. These types of writers can also get hired to write instructional manuals and guides for products and processes. Overall, technical writing is all about educating the reader by turning difficult copy into easy to read copy. Most clients in this industry are B2B clients, which makes this type of writing high paying. So for example, Zapier is an automation tool and they have a blog and they do provide tutorial based content on this. So, it would benefit you to have some kind of tech background to understand these apps, to teach you how to use these apps. How to find and remove duplicates in Excel. How do you generate Dropbox direct download link? How do you see who has access to your Dropbox folder? How to use Freshdesk. See how something that's technical is broken down into something easy to read. It's informational. It provides screenshots because it's so technical. You need to show exactly what you're talking about. So there's a nice long form piece of content with really good visuals that show you exactly what they're talking about. Now, even though I did say it's mostly B2B clients, you can find tech writers in the B2C clients too. So they're out there, but generally you're speaking to other businesses with this tech stuff so they can learn how to use the tech for their own business. The next type of writer is a ghostwriter. And the average yearly income is around $39,000, although it can be more depending on how much work you take and what type of ghostwriting you do. Ghostwriters don't write scary stories. Well, they can. Ghostwriters are a type of writer that creates content that is published under someone else's name. For example, you can ghostwrite a blog post, but the business will be displayed as the author. Freelance writing clients will pay freelance content writers to produce their content because they don't have the time to or the skills to do it themselves. Ghostwriting involves taking on the tone and voice of the brand, basically writing as that person. While this can be a profitable type of writer, know that you can't publicly let people know who your clients are, which means you can't build your writing portfolio with ghostwriting jobs unless they give you permission, which I have been given permission from my previous client that I just showed you. I think the best way to make the most money with ghostwriting is by ghostwriting books. You can stand to make big chunks of money throughout the year, and you can only, you only need a couple of gigs. So, one book could be $20,000 and you just need a few of those for the year kind of thing. Email and newsletter writer. So the average yearly income is around $64,000. Writing emails and writing newsletters are a little different, but they both require persuasive content writing. Emails are sent out to those who are unfamiliar with the brand and introduce the company's product or service as a solution to a struggle. Newsletters are sent to customers who sign up for updates and are familiar with the brand. The writing is short and can pay very well. That was a service that I started recently, and I love this type of writing because it's short form and because you can get paid more for that short form. I really like how I can save time and make more money this way. Since my typical writing is long form, with this blog writing, it's around 3,000 words or more. Emails are short, probably less than 500 words. For me, it's faster. It's a faster way to make money. The next type of writer is an ad writer. The average yearly income is around $68,000. This is under copywriting for sure. They make money writing content for promo blurbs on websites, product descriptions, advertising copy, Facebook ads. This type of writing focuses on short and powerful messages that get the reader to do something like buying a product or visit a website, download a guide, things like that. Think of Facebook ads that I can show you. You can see in your feed or even in magazine ads you read in magazines. So if you really want to become an effective copywriter or ad writer, take note of those ads that you see. Why did it draw you? What was it that made you stop to read it? And keep that in your swipe file. If you type in Google Facebook ad library, you'll get a page where you can note what type of ads you're looking for, and then you can just put the company name. So Verb Energy is like a bar, energy bar, and so they run Facebook ads here and probably on Instagram as well. But you can see just the type of copy here. Get our 5 best-selling bars for free, so it's highlighted free, when you order the sampler starter kit. Swap your $6 latte for Verb's caffeinated snack bars that are perfect for the busy holiday season, long days at work, and evening in between. So you can see how they're speaking to their ideal customer. This customer is busy. It's the holiday. It's going to be even more busy, and they want to save them money by, instead of grabbing that $6 latte every single morning, why not grab something that's better and that's more cost effective? So they mentioned their best-selling flavors: cookie dough, chocolate chip, banana bread, and more. It's caffeinated, so you're still going to get that benefit from a coffee, and it's probably healthier, and it's all plant-based. So how cool is that? I think that's really neat. A copywriter wrote this for their ad. This is copywriting, and they have different forms here to see what will work, which ones would, and they also A/B test the image if it's a video. All of this is tested and tested and tested to get the most conversions for whatever they're going to get. So here's a more square type of image versus more like a pin style image. This seems to be more converting, this one, because I see it on several ones. So you can see they do run tests to see which one one is converting. The next one is a script writer. The yearly income is around $65,000. So when it comes to different types of writers, you can become a freelance script writer. This is a popular content writing service since more and more companies are turning to audio and visual content to promote their brand. Script writing involves writing engaging content for podcasts, YouTube videos, explainer videos, course lessons, chatbots that define your clients' message. So many of my course students in Write Your Way to Your First 1K are seeing success doing transcription writing and script writing for YouTube and podcast episodes. It's definitely a fun and new emerging trend to check out. It's something that I'm toying with. It sounds fun. I don't know if I would really get into it, but the work is out there. One of my writers said someone from their church needed someone to transcribe their YouTube video. So I think that was kind of neat. The next type of writer you can be is an online course writer. The average yearly income is around $77,000. And the online course industry has been continually growing. And those with the knowledge to share are looking for freelance content writers to create their course materials. Writing online courses can involve documents, presentations, workbooks, scripts, and more. As well, course writing can branch out to curriculum writing. So if you're a teacher, curriculum writing is right up your alley. I do have a video on teaching writing jobs, so make sure you check that out after this one. So content writers can stand to make good money by offering this type of writing service. I would definitely start following other entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, coaches, other freelancers, small businesses that use these online courses to generate income. Influencers too. The next one is a lead generation writer. So the average yearly income is $46,000. Lead generation is a way for brands and businesses to cultivate potential customers by capturing their interest and converting them into paying customers. The most popular form of lead generation is a landing page, which is a standalone web page that works as a marketing company. It uses compelling language and visuals to guide readers to perform an action such as buying a product or signing up for an email list. These pages have to be written in a way that is clear, concise, and compelling, so businesses will hire a freelance content writer to get the job done. So for example, Freshworks has a lot of landing pages. So here's what it would look like with a compelling title and copy underneath it. These are all grab your attention type of headlines, informational copy here, more headlines, informational copy. So you can see all of this has been, written in a way so that people can read through it, understand it, and have the trust that Fresh Sales under Freshworks is for them. All right, so there you go. Those are the 10 types of writers to make money in 2023. Tell me in the comments below if you do any of these writings, or that if you are interested in a new writing service for 2023. Like I said, I am interested in sort of like this YouTube script writing. It seems kind of fun. I do YouTube videos, so it'd be kind of cool to have that as a service to do sort of the transcription of it. But anyways, let me know in the comments below about that, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos from a freelance writer.